Okay, I'm back. The joy of working at home. I wouldn't trade it for the world, but yeah. Okay. So what we were talking about is foundation, application of foundation, but in a little different way that's more kind of helping with drier, with oilier skin to keep the makeup lasting longer with a matte finish. So what I have done is I primed this side of my face. I primed, I powdered, and I didn't stipple. I just kind of swirled. And then I put a very light coat of foundation because honestly, I didn't need a lot. It just was really surprising to me with my drier skin. I've done this with women with oily skin, and that's why I'm on here today. Because as I said, my crowd is not the 17-year-olds. My crowd is more the mommies, the grandmommies who would be, advising and maybe saying, let's check this out. Because see, the point is, the purpose is you want the foundation to be as lasting and as pretty and as matte as possible for as long as possible for the pictures, the proms, the after party, all of that stuff. So, as I said earlier on part one, which I didn't know was going to be part one, but it was, don't do it the day of. You want to check it out, try it out for yourself. So, first I primed, and I just did half. Primed, I powdered, and then I foundation. And I'm telling you, I kind of like what I'm seeing. It's very smooth, it's very even. And for me, I don't think I would put more powder on. Now, you can, of course, but for me, I don't think that I would. However, for again, this technique is specifically something I'm trying out for oily skin. That's the purpose. But if it works for you, it works for you. Oily, combination, dry, whatever. As I said, this is the side I did not do. And this is the side I did. And I'm really impressed with it, even with dry skin. So I'm going to go ahead and do the lower half of this side since I'm so excited. And because we got interrupted. But again, I'm really encouraging women to, definitely use your primer, definitely use your primer and a mattifying primer if you're oily, for sure, but not really as much as I'm seeing women with way, way, way too much primer on their skin. Meaning this, think of what's in primer. And then, my goodness, I've seen some horrifying things that people are using for primer, which I had done a whole video on. Mm. But anyway, so I'm going to pat it just a little bit to get some little excess. So then I'm going to go ahead and put the powder on like I did on the other side. And again, I'm going to encourage you. Don't do this and unless you've tried it first. Give it a try. A couple different ways. Stipple it, swirl it, pat it, see what works best for you, and then go ahead and see what's going to be the best application for you. Because if this is going to keep your makeup on through the night, through the dancing, through the partying, all through the pictures, so that the pictures are all coming out wonderful from beginning to end, then this is what you want to do, right? That's the point. You want to look your best for those special moments in your life. So moms, grandmoms, take those girls out, get them get a little time together and try it out. So primed, powdered, and then I'm gonna put the foundation on top. So if Now in the hair part, I do swipe, of course. We got to get it back up in there, especially as women of color. We need to get our colors blended perfectly. So, um, yeah, and I'm using far, far less foundation than I would use. And the foundation I am using is the Royal Jelly foundation. So it does have moisture in that. We have the Royal Jelly moisturizer in there. So I have to tell you, and it feels so light. It doesn't feel cakey. That's what I think a couple of people were kind of like, oh, I think that would be really cakey, but it doesn't. It does not feel heavy. It does not feel, and seems to be blending very well. I'm pretty impressed. Have to say, pretty impressed. Myself, pretty impressed. Oh, that's my little mole there. Okay. Okay. So, I don't know. What do you think, ladies? Hmm. And that is without powder. So the third step would be for someone I think with oilier skin is to go ahead and put the powder on top of the foundation then. However, my skin, I would not. For me, I wouldn't. It feels absolutely perfect. Not heavy. I don't feel like I have really anything on there. So again, this is a test. It is merely a test. So give it a try and see what you think, ladies. But I'm really just impressed that I'm surprised that more people haven't been doing this. This technique came, came to light about 4 or 5 years ago. And it was back and forth. No, 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 you can't do that. You can't do that. And then, if they don't teach it in school, then it doesn't linger out, right? It just kind of stays there and goes away. But I think, yeah, that's even. I don't think I put powder on. I don't think I would put a second layer for me of powder on top of the foundation because it just feels unnecessary. And I did not do the top part, so you can see. What do you think? What do you think, ladies? What do you think, girls? So, a tip from Sharon D to you moms and grandmas who are helping out with the prom and the weddings and all of those other memories of your life. Take time to test out your makeup beforehand and give this a try. What comes first, the powder or the foundation? Mm, I don't know anymore. What works for you? Yeah, that is the trick. What works for you? But I'm going to really encourage ladies, go ahead and give this a try. See what you think. I've done this a number of times with some young girls for prom, specifically for prom, and their moms called back the next morning like, "Oh my gosh, I cannot believe they were shocked that I did it that way." And so they were just more than happy to call me in the morning and tell me that it was just awesome. The matte finish that the young girls want stayed there, and you won't have to be blotting or whatever. But you might, but probably no more than you would, and certainly even less than you would. As I said, they've been very happy with it. So give it a try. This is Sharon D bringing you some interesting tryouts, and I will be back with you with some more tips on oily skincare and makeup because this is as I said, the time of the year when the younger ladies are shining and glowing and making those memories. And the makeup is certainly important for them, right? Okay, Sharon D signing off with part two. Thanks to the trash man. Well, it's my fault. I've got so much going on. What can I say? So enjoy. If you have any questions, please drop them to me. I'll be happy to answer. Let me know what you think on this. I'm liking it just merely because it doesn't feel like I have anything on. And as you guys know, I don't generally wear foundation, so for me not to feel it, big deal. Big deal for me. So happy Thursday, ladies. Bye bye.